Now, Praveen Kumar, let me start with you. Bellio, the blockchain platform, will convert COVID-19 related clinical and vaccination data of citizens from physical form to digital assets. Tell me how this will be done, also by when Bellio will be available, and what more is on offer that will help us fight the pandemic.
Thank you so much. In regards to the current pandemic situation, the need for the test results to be displayed, verified, authenticated is of utmost importance wherever we go, whether be it in office premises or when we are traveling. So this particular requirement is going to be in place. So what we are trying to do is we are converting the paper form of these test results or even vaccination onto a digital form, wherein which users can securely share that particular claim of their vaccine or the test results in a digital form. So this is what the platform is going to do. And we hope to complete our test process by within 3 weeks' time. And by end of August, we should be up and live and running.
All right, Satish, let me now come to you. You also claim that Bellio can be tweaked to suit the vaccination plan of the government of India once we reach that stage, of course. Take me through that offering. How will it contribute to a nationwide vaccination exercise?
Yes, thank you, Shruti. First of all, a few weeks back when the Honorable Prime Minister addressed the nation, he did say that there is a need for a good technology during the vaccination drive. And we believe that Bellio platform could be one of such platforms. The sole reason being that we have an architecture where issuers and verifiers can be created with n number of people. So, for instance, a state government could be a master admin where they could allocate the municipal corporations to be the sub-admins. Wherein for every ward in a municipal corporation, they could have an issuer and verifier, and such documents could be issued at that level. And the super admin could be the government of India, where they'll start getting the records. But before going there, we also need to understand how the national vaccination strategy is going to be there. From the reports, from the news reports, what we get to hear is that the frontline warriors would be first vaccinated, followed by the elderly people, and then the rest of the citizens would come. Will the drive be something similar to the polio drive, or would it be something similar to the ICMRA approved labs where we should get vaccinated at the labs? But our system is open for tweaking into any kind of government of India strategy to issue blockchain certificates for vaccination from the ward level or from the booth level.
Okay, Praveen Kumar, back to you. Take me through the revenue model. You hope to generate $200 million in revenues within 5 years. What is the model you've devised to achieve this target?
So the model would be very simple. This would be based on a per issuance model. So whenever the claim is issued, the certificate is issued, be it for the test results or be it for vaccination test results. So at the time of issuance and the clinic issues, so we will be charging, and that will be less than 20 rupees, which is a very, very nominal one. And through this particular issuance model, we will be having the revenue. And moreover that, in addition to this, wherever this particular vaccine records are being shared, there would be a requirement for authentication process also. So as when the authentication comes up, that is a secondary level of revenue for us.
Also, I believe you're looking at a 5% market share by 2023. Is that correct? And how are you hoping to achieve that as well?
That's right. Initially, we will be targeting the Indian market. So we will be covering up approximately 5,000 clinics across across India, and both the test results and also the vaccine results would be the initial target. And by 2023, we will be venturing into global markets also, initially to the Asia Pacific region and also to the Middle East market. So within the Indian region, after we initiate the vaccine process, we will be stretching up this particular process for the entire patient record management system.
Satish, coming to you now, I believe currently the platform is being tested in few clinics and you plan to reach out to ICMR-approved government and private labs. Take me through the scale of operations and the road ahead.
Yeah, so there are two parties to this particular certification process. So one is the labs which issues the certificate. The other is the user who actually carries the certificate. So we are using a state-of-art Belrium blockchain, which is a KYC compliant, to onboard the the clinical labs as well as individuals. So individuals would be verified by their identity. In Bellio, we are using our Aadhaar API in terms of identifying an individual. So in this, we are actually testing to see how an individual, identifies himself onto a blockchain. After that, gets the same certificate issued. And in the process, our ultimate objective is to make sure that we can give this API to Arogya Setu, which could be the front-face application for nationwide to have vaccination certificates.
Okay. Praveen Kumar, I believe you're also currently in talks with investors to raise your Series A funding. How much do you plan to raise and by when?
We will be looking to raise anywhere in the range of $10 million, and we hope to complete the Series A round before mid of next year.
Okay, and what do you plan to do with the fundraise?
This would be predominantly, marketing and a development of further products. Just to expand on our Bellio process, the application that what we are providing allows a particular user to carry his digital records, right? So this gives a very fluid mechanism for the user to securely hold his private health data. One of the issues that what we have currently is that, the medical records, either it is given in the form of a printed paper or it is given in the form of a written paper. So instead of that, he will be carrying this digital record securely and safely. So this particular market is going to grow exponentially, and we will be targeting the global market, by 2023. And for that, this fund will be predominantly used for, establishing our brand and marketing activities globally.
Satish, before I let you go, what is the post-COVID scenario? What happens to Bellio in a post-COVID world?
Yeah, just like how Praveen explained, we would be trying to, target the existing clinical labs, and trying to acquire of the 100,000 clinical labs which is present in India today. We are aiming at somewhere between 5 to 10% of the market share, and also the vaccination reports, like your yellow fever vaccine, which is there, which is a requirement. We want to convert Bellio to be more of an immunity platform, where the information can be accessed by any immigration officer across the globe. Unlike the other technologies where you require permissions and other things.
And how can one get access to the results as well? If you can throw some light on that.
So the results could be in the form of email. A link would come to that particular individual user, and that is where we want to tie up with Arogya Setu to give the information to make Arogya Setu front app, user-facing interface app to retrieve all this information. Name it to be the vaccination data or the data also, and that is where we are looking at integrating with Arogya Setu. And thanks for making that open source, and we are also studying that model at the moment.
All right, Praveen Kumar, my final question, how are you ensuring data privacy and security? Because that's a big concern.
That is completely taken care by the blockchain process, because as you know that it's an immutable, process of sharing and storing the data. So by using a state-of-the-art private and public blockchain, we allow the hospitals and clinics to hold the data that is being issued in their private, repo. Yet the user will be able to have this particular claim and to be able to securely share across. So the blockchain-related infrastructure is by far the most, secure data structure that is currently available for a private-public process of securely sharing the data. So. Just to add up what Satish was saying, when we talk about the clinical data, the last leg of the clinical data, once a prescription is given and the medicine is prescribed, we do not have any means to track that particular process at this point in time. From the pharmacy who is buying it, or whether the respective medicine can be bought by this particular person. So this is not being tracked. So similar to how you have this payment gateway process, how you pay by scanning the code. Similarly, one would be able to simply go to a pharmacy, just scan it, and he will be able to share that particular record to carry on the last leg process of the medical process. So this is the radical change that what we will be bringing by this particular platform, be it vaccination or be it any other medical prescription.
All right. We wish the very best to the both of you. Thank you, Praveen Kumar and Satish, for joining us today.